welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for June the 17th through June the 23rd. So listen, thank you for all the likes, shares, comments and new subscribers. I really appreciate you. If you're new, I hope you enjoy these readings and that you will return again next week. If you are returning, thank you. Guys, I really appreciate your love and support of this channel. Thank you so much. These are general readings, guys, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you and your life. If you would like a more in-depth, personal, more tailored reading, then go to my website. The link will be below and you can see the types of readings that I offer. And there's a range of prices to accommodate everyone. Now, another way you can support this channel is by checking out my Patreon page. I post things on there that I don't post anywhere else, though I have to admit this last week I have been a little laxy-daisy in posting anywhere, actually. That's a story in and of itself. But I do, so check out my Patreon page. You can support this channel for as little as $1 a month. Actually, even little if you want to just do a one-time donation. And no donation is too small. It's all really helpful. And you know, and it's okay if you can't do that too. You know, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends and family or on social media. Now, I also have a Facebook group, guys, and it's a closed group. If you can, the link to join that group is below in the show more section. In fact, all the links are below. The links to the other videos are below. Everything should be below. All the links to the videos, all the other videos, if you're checking out your sun, moon and rising. These readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this, and then the weekly astrological aspects, and then the tarot reading. So if you're checking out your sun, moon and rising, you can skip the intro and the astrology section, and those timestamps will also be below. Now, what do I have to do? Yeah, in my group, every 2 weeks I do a live feed, and you know, and I do kind of astrology for what's going on in the day, and then I, you know, have my cards and I do readings. So it's fun. Join the Facebook group and we discuss, you know, you can post something in there, you know, that's uplifting and positive, and we'll all love that. I am releasing, I am starting a course, a 4-week course on how to meet your spirit guide. I will be releasing that in the next week or so. I'll be releasing the date. The first ever course will be an interactive course. I will be present, you'll be present. We'll do it in a 4-week section, 1 hour each week, 1 evening. So we will, you know, that information, it's really inexpensive for a 4-week course. That's, you know, that the information on that will be, go to my website, you'll see it. And so I'll be releasing a promo for more information on that shortly, and you can check that out. And other than that, hey, let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading for the 17th through the 23rd. Now, Monday, June the 17th, the full moon in Sagittarius happens at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the full moon is when the sun is opposite the moon and illuminating it. That's why it's so, such a beautiful, it's directly opposite, so it's beautiful and luminous. And full moons shed a light on the truth. It kind of lights up an area of your life that needs addressing. Now, the moon receives that lovely light from the sun's giving the light. The sun is in Gemini, right? So this full moon is about communication. Gemini rules communication. Now, the moon is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is also about the truth, right? So, and it can be about litigation, the legal system, and injustice. Look, Sagittarians can tell you the truth in such a way that it can be offensive sometimes, because it's really, one might say, the brutal truth, right? Brutal honesty. So Sagittarius is about being truthful, right? And the moon is about showing you the truth. So there will be an area, it depends on where this full moon happens in your natal chart as to how it will affect you and which area of life it will affect you. Now, this is a karmic full moon, and full moons are always about completions, endings, and letting go, right? So perhaps we need to think about how we can release our karmic debt. And it's also about, you know, making the right decisions so that we're not accruing more karma, and that we are, you know, sloughing off the karmic debt that we have accrued in the past. The moon in Sagittarius is about idealism, sensitivity, and compassion, right? And it's relatively close to Jupiter in Sagittarius, and that Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and it's about optimism, positivity, faith, religion, and philosophy. We might be redefining our beliefs during this time, and perhaps there's a change in our belief system, or, you know, it's kind of shifted somewhat. I'm not saying a drastic change in, you know, your belief system, but it could have kind of shifted a lot. It might have got more deeper and more meaningful. And this change has probably been coming around for a little while now. It might be a good idea to ask yourself, what has changed for you? What has come to fruition that you perhaps planted a seed of at the new moon a few weeks ago? The energy around this full moon will be really intense, that it's so intense that you may feel a little restless at times. So you could be longing for adventure or long distance travel, perhaps even a spiritual retreat might be on your mind. Listen, we need to make choices that release karma, and we really don't want to accrue any more. So do your best not to judge others, and respect where they are at in their journey. Neptune will be playing a big role this week also. It has for a little while now already, but we'll talk more about Neptune in a moment. So it's really important to practice sensitivity, compassion during this full moon. Tap into that sensitivity, and it is about idealism. It's about, you know, helping others. How can we help others? How can we help the collective? That's what we need to be asking ourselves. It's kind of an exciting time, I think. Now, on Wednesday, Mercury gets really up close and comfortable with Mars. It feels like the pace is picking up, right? Things kind of move a little faster. You're more inspired. You know, your mental energy and acuity is abundant. So you're really on point. Now, you could kind of have aggressive language and perhaps and sarcastic communication could be likely. There may not be any filter from what you think to what you say. You know, that can occur. And look, this is really great for journalists and reporters, because you get right to the point really fast and, you know, quick without any messing around. You can be a little impatient during this time, like, oh, you know, you're thinking quick, you want the answers quick, that kind of energy. Now, on Friday, the sun moves into Cancer. Yay! Happy birthday, Cancer! Now, on this day, it is also the summer solstice. It's like the midsummer, right? It's the longest day of the year. It's when the sun is at the highest point. And so, therefore, the day is really long. So there's something to celebrate. Now, also on Friday, Neptune stations retrograde. Now, this is like your mind playing tricks on you. It's kind of confusion. It's a bit foggy. It's dreamy. You know, pay attention to your dreams, both during the day and at night. And be aware that you can go off in your head, right? Because, you know, when the planet's been slowing down for a little while now, Neptune. So creativity and, you know, and spirituality and intuition and psychic ability are all at play. You know, interest in the occult, like, you know, tarot and astrology is very, you know, people are very interested in that right now. It kind of feels like molasses, like you're walking in molasses. It feels like you don't get anything done. You feel it's a very distracting kind of energy. The best way to channel this is through creativity. You know, writing a story, writing, you know, visual arts, you know, video, anything that's kind of creative. That's how you channel this energy, and that's how you get the most of it. That's co-creating with it, right? Now, on Sunday, the 23rd, Venus opposes Jupiter. You could be spending a little too much time in the mirror, darling. It's very kind of, it's vanity oriented, right? It's very important how you look. You want to look fabulous. You want to feel, it's that kind of energy where you take people for granted and you take situations for granted. So it's like a feeling of entitlement. Just be aware of that. Be aware not to get too egocentric during this time, or, you know, I'm better than you, holier than thou, you better love me and you better do what I deserve it. Darling, it's very that. So luxury is appreciated, beauty, art, you know, that's perhaps where you should channel that. Not looking in the mirror, but looking at something beautiful like art, you know, listening to a beautiful music. That's where you can channel this energy. Okay, guys, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your tarot card section of the tarot card section of your reading. I am going a little dopper. It's very late. Okay, or should I say early? Okay, I've done an all-nighter yet again. Oh my goodness. Stop doing this. All right, Pisces, one last shuffle. Okay, this is for Pisces for June the 17th through June the 23rd. What wonderful guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Pisces this coming week? 2 more cards for Pisces, please. Wonderful guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give one more card, please, Pisces? One more card for Pisces. No. There it is. Okay. These are clarifying cards for Pisces. Okay. It's my dog sneezing. I don't know if you heard that. Bless you, Sparky. Okay, please clarify for Pisces, please. There it is. Okay, oh, interesting. And please clarify. And please clarify yes. Oh, okay. Here are your cards, Pisces. Okay, the first card out is the 3 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 3 of Pentacles is the 3 of Cups. Then you have the Queen of Cups, clarified by the 10 of Swords and the Temperance card. And you have the 7 of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay. Pisces. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about, you know, the number 3 is expansion, right? It's growing, it's bigger, better, more. I always think of, you know, Jupiter when I think of the number 3. And the Three of Pentacles is about, you know, this guy is really kind of honing in on his craft. So this is about being a master. He's a master. And even masters can become better masters, right? Master teachers, perhaps. You're being asked to put the time and effort into your craft that it deserves. So really, you know, put time aside for you to really focus and hone your craft, really become the ultimate expert. And clarifying the Three of Pentacles is the Three of Cups, celebration. Celebrate, da 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 da. You are being asked to look for the magic in every moment and to really celebrate your life. And, you know, sometimes people work so hard, there's, you know, you have to remember to have fun, you know, and you can have fun in every moment, even if you're not actively going out to have fun. So I'm really getting that you need to kind of celebrate and look for the magic in every moment. And then you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is, she's a wonderful leader. She kind of puts everyone before her. She's so emotionally available for everyone. She can help people to the detriment of herself. So when she comes into a reading, you're being asked to take care of yourself first. Sometimes, you know, it's like that whole, you know, in the airplane and they put the mask down and you're supposed to put the mask on yourself before someone else. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. It's very important. I feel that you could be ill from not taking care of yourself. And look, clarifying it is the Ten of Swords and the Temperance card. I feel that you've been through a difficult journey, Pisces. It's been kind of difficult for you the last few months, and this indicates the Ten of Swords is saying, look, it's over. That part is done. You know, it's like, let this go. And I don't have to tell you, you're moving on from it. You're tired of this feeling, this tough feeling of perhaps being betrayed. Perhaps you were betrayed by someone. You're being asked to let it go. And I don't think you need much convincing. I think you're ready to let this go. Tens are endings and beginnings, right? So it's kind of a new opportunity for you to start all over again and go forward without feeling this betrayal and, you know, bringing this into other relationships. So I feel that you're going to let this go. And next to this and clarifying the Queen is the Temperance, everything in moderation. So you really have to like take care of yourself and pamper yourself, but everything in moderation. It's not like cutting something out at all. It's about finding the middle ground. It's about moderation. That's your motto. Everything in moderation. Now, you have the Eight of Wands, so things are really kind of picking up pace and really happening in a fast, quick energy way. Opportunities are flying in. You see that? It's like the wands are coming. It's like they're flying through the air. So it's really important to be on point. The thing is you've got the Five of Cups clarifying the Eight of Wands. And it seems to me that you're focused on what hasn't worked out. And you're not seeing, first of all, you're not seeing the two cups that you have, but you will miss these opportunities, darling. by focusing on what hasn't worked out. Listen, that's like crying over spilt milk. You've got to let this go. You have to move on. No regrets, darling, because new things are coming in and you've got to be there and on point to get them. So I really feel that you, look, I always say that this is focus too. He's so focused, laser focused. I feel that you are being asked to be really on point. And look, you know what I do when Neptune plays a big role? I kind of put alarms on my phone with things that I have to do. And like I'll put an alarm at 3 and I'll label it, you know, whatever I need to go to the post office or whatever it is I have to do, because you know, when Neptune's at play, I go through a whole lifetime in several lifetimes in a couple of hours. And you lose time and you lose track of time, and then you don't get your responsibilities done. So this is really you focusing on something that hasn't worked out, and so many better things are coming down the pike for you. You don't waste your energy. Let that go. The new moon, the full moon's about releasing all that stuff and moving forward. You better catch these ones. They're coming at you, darling. Don't miss them. Don't let one hit you in the back of the head. Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and comment. I answer every comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.